Ready? Ready? Set up! On the double! Set up! Come on, set! Set! Ready? Set! Let's go! Ready? All ready! Set! Ready? Let's go now. Here we go, shot. Ready? Down. Hot it. Let's go. Let's go. Shut up. Here we go. Ready? Come on. Set. Ready? Set. Ready? 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 Set. Ready? Ha! Ready up! Go! Okay, break! Ready? Let's go now!
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Snowhawks and the Desperados, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. And tonight, we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Snowhawks of Toronto taking on the Desperados of Mexico City. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the...
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Snowhawks and the Desperados, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us south of the border to the vibrant capital of Mexico City. Tonight, the final dress rehearsal, week 3 of the preseason. And we got a great matchup on tap, as it'll be the Snowhawks of Toronto taking on the Desperados of Mexico City. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet him before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Able to find takes it up to the 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. That run successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Kilgore. It's caught outright by Graham. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Kilgore. And this is going to be incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
To throw on 2nd down, Kilgore. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Kilgore. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Throwing on 1st down, Kilgore. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Short pass to Howard. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
On third down, Kilgore. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a throw here, hauled in, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start. Offense. What's the deal, y'all?
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now. Toronto in possession of the football. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here from 28 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And able to get this out to the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play. 2 yards to go, second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Kilgore. And Graham's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kilgore. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here is incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plan's for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this. They'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he is caught. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
Ball start. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Kilgore working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the gun on 3rd down, Kilgore. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff up the middle. Knowles. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. 2nd and 4 as they stop it with 6. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Snowhawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive. Something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a third down gain of 10 to pick up the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Looking to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
To throw again, Kilgore. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off play action. Kilgore. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. Looking to throw. Kilgore. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Off the play fake. Kilgore. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Kilgore. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun. Kilgore. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Kilgore. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start. Offense.
And they'll accept that penalty. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Back to throw here. Pressure comes, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Mexico City, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
They'll start with the option. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Again, they turn to Ford. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Snowhawks.
They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards.
And the Snowhawks have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That's good for 28 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Ball start, offense.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Bush. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Bush. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And it would appear they're about to go 3-0 in this preseason, this being the most important win of the 3 as they look to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Battle. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. On 1st down, Bush. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
On 1st down, Battle. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they work this out past the 25. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st and 10, Bush. He finds his man complete. That's done. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's done. And he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's done. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's caught. Humphreys.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the...
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Desperados go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than 1 play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win,
it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was